All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers labouring worldwide in truth and sincerity. Salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi. And I was watching a series of videos yesterday, and it caused a thought from watching people being cannibalized in Haiti, by this guy, gang leader named Barbecue, to your everyday wickedness that's going on here in America, Babylon the Great. There's a lot going on right now, man. And the thought came to mind, clear and present danger. Because it's clear to us because we have eyes to see. And it's present, meaning it's right there at the door. Danger lies around the corner, man. Remember King David said he's between one step and death, man. Well, those are those perilous times that we're entering, matter of fact. Let's get that. Perilous times, man. Excuse me. It's 1 Timothy chapter 3. Halalyam. 2 Timothy 3. Why I keep doing that? All right. See, difficult times will come. 2 Timothy 3 and 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And we are in those perilous times, man. That clear and present danger. Okay? Now I want to get this definition. All right? It says clear and present danger. A risk to safety or other public interest that is serious and imminent. Yeah, serious and imminent. Times we're entering is very serious, man. All right? Or the money is going to crash. All right? And it's going to go from paper currency to digital currency. And then that digital currency is going to tie right into the MOTB, man, which is that RFID CHIP. Okay? Clear and present danger. Noun. It says a risk or threat to safety. Yeah, your safety is now going to be compromised here in America, Babylon the Great, man. You're not able to get your provisions, your daily bread, It says a risk or threat to safety or public interest that is serious and imminent. Yeah, imminent, man. Matter of fact, real quick. Let's look at this word imminent. It says imminent, about to happen, overhanging. Yeah, overhanging. That reminds me of the scripture, that breach ready to fall. Yeah, it's sitting on top of you people, man. And you're not paying attention to what's going on. It says in the adjective impending. Yeah, impending danger, man. It's clear and present. And we see it coming to pass. It says, especially one. Yeah, that's not it. Let's go back to this definition. It says, what is the significance of the term clear and present danger? It says, clear and present danger test features two independent conditions. First, the speech must impose a threat that is substantial, substantive evil might follow. That let's see, Salakia, please bear with me.
Substantive.
Salakia. Just want to pronounce that word correctly. Substantive. It says the speech that must impose a threat that a substantive evil might follow. And second, the threat is real, imminent. The threat is real. The threat is a real, imminent threat. Yeah, it's real, imminent, man. Again, it's right there at the door. Let's get that word substantive. See what it means. It says a firm basis in reality. Yeah, this one will be your reality, man. Our reality is about to become you people's reality. It says, and therefore important, meaningful, or considerable. See? It says having a separate or independent existence. So the words of Yahawashi are said to come to pass, man. You know? It's an imminent threat, you know? Meaning your people are not going to get away. Let's see. I believe that was it on that. They got legal terms. Let's see. Yeah, man. So this threat is imminent. And it's clear. We see it. We know what the Lord's getting ready to do. Now I want to play this video that I have. It's about 4 minutes long. So stay tuned.
Bankers are running scared right now. While you were busy enjoying your weekend, and I certainly hope you were, stuff is hitting the fan in the United States banking system right now. They are trying to keep it quiet to protect themselves, not to protect you. I repeat, they are trying to keep this hidden from you to protect themselves, not you. And it's going to be a bloodbath if you're not prepared. So we'll get into all of these details in a second. But first, here's some context. How many of you remember last year, it's like an anniversary right now, when Silicon Valley Bank suddenly collapsed?
A rough week for the banking industry.
The collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. The second biggest bank collapse in U.S. history.
Treasury didn't know what to do about it. They couldn't agree on how to handle it. They flip-flopped on their position. Here was my report from 11 months ago. Here you can tell I hadn't slept much. I was watching all of this crap hit the fan. I mean, look at my beard, for crying out loud. It is bad. So this morning, we had Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, come out and say one thing, and then a few hours later, sources saying now that the Treasury is going back on that and going to say something completely opposite. You know that's bad news. Within the same few hours, there's a major pivot on monetary policy. So can Treasury handle it when it's a seemingly isolated incident? Perhaps. The mainstream media wants you to believe that this was an isolated incident. Here was CNBC this week saying, well, it seems that all Silicon Valley Bank fallout was just an isolated incident, nothing to worry about.
It was more of a one-off than it wasn't it, Leslie?
Yeah, it's kind of remarkable, Joe. I think we could probably say that, although, of course, we're seeing cracks form once again a year later.
You can't make this up. Hours after that CNBC report hit, New York Community Bank, on the verge of collapse, announced it's receiving bailout money to stay afloat. Bailout money? I thought we were done with bailouts. Oh, but no, we aren't.
Struggling regional lender, New York Community Bank is receiving a, billion-dollar lifeline from several groups, including one involving former Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin.
So, isolated incidents? Nothing to see here? Do they think you're stupid? It wasn't isolated at all to Silicon Valley Bank. Signature Bank collapsed then in March of 2023, and then First Republic collapsed in May of 2023. And now this. Gerald Celente, who founded the Trends Journal, has been forecasting the collapse of these banks over the past year, and he says we are being played like fools.
It's already happening with the New York bank over here. They're going to make up something. They're going to make up something. And again, they say that they're covered for $250,000. You're not going to be covered for anything. This thing is going to go down big. There's no stopping it.
So New York Bank is one thing, but again, what happens when they all start failing? Sounds crazy, right? All the info you need, though, to see it is right in front of us right now.
The banks are going to go bust. They're going to call like a bank holiday or something, You're not going to be able to get your money out, and they'll come out with something new, a digital currency, because they're going to go from dirty cash to digital trash.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned the Senate Banking Committee 3 weeks ago that this was coming. Asked about all of these commercial mortgages that were about to come due, will we see bank collapses, she was asked?
So there is concern that in stressful market conditions, we could see the failure of one of these. And as you said, this has become very, very significant.
So Yellen says, quote, I hope and believe that this will not end up being a systemic risk to the banking system, end quote, at this meeting in February. So she hopes? Hoping is a good strategy, right? Yes, banking collapses are coming. And now the latest bombshell from the Fed this week. Jerome Powell admitting the terrible truth in front of Congress. Bank failures are coming, and he is preparing you.
This is a problem that we'll be working on for years more, I'm sure. There will be bank failures, but this is not the big banks. If you look at the very big banks, it's not a first-order issue for any of the very large banks. It's more, smaller and medium-sized banks that have these issues.
Guys, they are telling us this through clenched teeth. What is coming? Powell indicated that the risk is tied to small and mid-sized banks, and there's no systemic risk to the banking sector posed by the potential collapse of major institutions, he said. Okay. So all of your small banks in your small towns are finished. Get your money out now, is what he's saying. They want this to happen. They don't want small banks. They want Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and Chase Bank controlling everything. We've been warning for a year that this was coming.
Right. And through the Spirit, I remember Elder Pastor Hart made a video regarding these big banks buying up these small banks and consolidating them, man. Because that's how they're going to push forth that CBDC, all right? And that's going to lead to the MOTB, man. That's going to lead to that digital R, okay? Yeah, man, it's clear and present danger. We see it. This is the book of Luke, chapter 10 and verse 23. It reads, and he turned unto his disciples and said privately, blessed are your eyes which see the things that ye see. Yeah. Blessed are our eyes to see the things that we see. Because these other people are seeing the collapse of these certain financial institutions, but they don't understand the end game behind it. They just think it's set to push forth another currency. No, man. This is Esau, all right, getting ready to push forth his mark. It says, for I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. So we're in that time, man. Things are made manifest. Matter of fact, what is that? Stand in the book of Luke. I think it's chapter 12. Right. Luke chapter 12 and verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. See that? So now we know through the Spirit and power of Yahawashi what is set to come to pass. All right? We're giving you warning, telling you to brace for impact, man. Okay? This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 18. And it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh, and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. And I will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Sion shall be fulfilled. So we're in those times now, man. All right? That inquisition, that prolonged, intense questioning, all right, coming to you by way of the prophets, you know? Yeah, that's what we're witnessing, the revealing of the wicked, man, which coincides with the end. It says, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. Yeah, they shall see all together. So the ones who've been quickened and made alive, it's plain. We're in the point of that clear and present danger, man. All right? Well, all hell's set to break loose. These people are going to be in a bad case, man. And their only way out is going to be by way of Esau. That's the only relief they're going to have. But we are encouraged to what? Seek the Lord while he may be found. Right? Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. And guess what? Those days are fastly approaching. It says, while the sun, or the light, or the moon, or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Yeah, this truth is not going to be readily available, man. You know? The Lord's going to put his prophets up, you know? And you're not going to be able to see in this gross darkness without the light. It says, and in those days, when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few. Yeah, these banks are not going to be able to give out these certain loans to help these certain businesses, right, to keep them afloat. It's going to lead to more layoffs, man, right? It says, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. You're right. They're not seeing any hope, man. You know? And that's what the dude mentioned as a spirit. He said, that's not something good as far as the banking to hope that this doesn't happen. Well, it's imminent, man. It's impending. It's clear and present that the banking is going to collapse, man. You know? It says, and the doors shall be shut up in the streets when the sound of grinding is low, and he shall rise up to the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Hey, and if you've been quick and you see all those things occurring, man, this music is trash. You know, layoffs are more and more frequent. You know, yeah, the sound of grinding is low, man. Well, that's what the Lord has prepared for this place. Many scourges. 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 49. And I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. And that's what the Lord is sending, man. There's going to be many great miseries, man. All right? And we're seeing the beginning stages, matter of fact. Let's go to 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. Yeah, we're seeing those things grow in its perfection, man. The beginning of sorrows, right? Yep. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack. Matter of fact, let's start at 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. So we're in the middle of those birth pains, all right? Well, they're going to intensify at the end, you know? If you ever had a child, you know, and you was in the labor room, you know, you know how those things occur, man. Those contractions get quicker and quicker. Things happen faster and faster, and the pains are what is the word? More intense. So we're heading into a more intense time, man. Right? It says, even so, shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn. Yeah, a financial collapse in America affects everybody, because everybody has the dollar as a reserve currency. It says, even so, shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So you're not going to get away. Many great miseries. It says, O my people, hear my word. Yeah, the ones who can hear and understand, you know. It says, make you ready to the battle. Yeah, make you ready to the battle, man. All right? This is a spiritual battle. All right? Spiritual warfare. And you got to gird yourself up in the loins of your mind by way of the scriptures. Right? It says, and the world shall mourn. Salakia. It says, O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. And in those evils, your bad times, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. And that's what it's going to eventually come to, man. You see? But yeah, man, we are very in a very privileged position to understand the prophecies and to see the things that are set to come to pass, that clear and present danger. So I pray this has been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Till the next time I say, Shalom.